So we did the yeast, and it's getting all nice and goopy looking. And we greased our bread pan. A little trick I use so you don't get your hands all greasy is get a paper towel and do it.
See, she is a good cook.
It's all coming back to me. Okay. Now what?
Okay, well, let's mix all of the liquid ingredients together. And what we're doing here is, since I don't have as much starter as I need, I'm just going to cut this recipe in half for the sourdough bread. So instead of 3 cups, we're going to use 1 1/2 cup of sourdough.
But online we'll have the regular recipe.
Yes, we'll have the regular, but you can always cut it in half if you don't want to make 2 loaves. This will make just 1 loaf.
www.jamiecarie.com under the Snow Angel page.
Yeah.
You will find all these lovely recipes.
Okay, and then we have 2 tablespoons of melted butter. We can mix all that up. Okay, now we'll do the dry ingredients in another bowl. And this recipe does call for 3 1/2 cups of flour, so we're only putting 1 3/4 cups.
Do we have to sift this too?
Yes, we will, but let's go ahead and put in 1 teaspoon of soda and 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, and we'll mix that. Well, we don't actually have to yet. I'm sorry. You just go ahead and I'll pour this in here. Use 4 hands here. And sift this right into the liquid ingredients.
Oh, so last time we did the dry ingredients first and this time
It doesn't matter. Whichever is easier for you. It all mixes up.
I need one of these. I like this thing. It's fun.
Yes, they're really quite handy. And fun, huh?
Okay.
Okay. Now beat. Just go ahead and stir that up. When you put in 3 cups of flour, you only put 1 cup in and then you beat it with the mixer, and it's easier to get it all mixed up that way. So we're just putting it all in there and the remaining flour, and then we turn onto a floured board and you have to knead it for 10 minutes.
So this is kind of sticky.
So yeah, we're going to have to add more flour. Why? Because
It's sticky.
it is sticky, and you definitely don't want it this sticky to be able to do this. So I don't know what happened. We did divide this into half. Maybe we did the math wrong. Now, I'm not going to measure anything. Just start pouring in some more flour until it becomes, it'll be a little sticky, but it's going to pull away from the side of the bowl. So that'll tell you whenever it's good. There, see?
Yeah,
I don't know if you can see what is happening here. As she's stirring all of the flour into it, it's beginning to form into a ball and pulling away from the side of the bowl. Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
See how it's formed into a ball now, and as I'm stirring it, it keeps pulling away from the sides? That's when it's ready to put on a floured board, and I'm just going to use the table that we're using here. We get some ingredients to the side, and we'll put some flour all over the table here. And it will take quite a bit of flour to be able to knead all of your flour into it and be sticky. Once we get enough flour into it, then it won't stick to your hands any longer. Okay, just dump that whole thing onto there. This is going to be fun to watch Jamie kneading the bread.
It's sticky. Let me get it all off.
Now we've got a lot on the table, and I'm going to also put a lot on top of the dough because it is sticky.
So what happens if you add too much?
I hope they're being able to see all of this, because this can happen to anybody.
What happens if you get too much flour? Can you add a little more?
No.
Start over?
I've never done that. Yeah, if you get too much flour, it's pretty well right. If it's really too much. When you knead it, you push in, but the heels, there you go. and keep picking it up and plopping it down on the flour and keep it good
it feels
and floured.
nice and squishy.
Yeah, it's fun, huh?
Yeah.
Who said bread was work?
It smells so good. It smells like yeast.
Oh, yeast and sourdough is the best.
How long do you knead it?
10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And keep adding more flour if you need it. When it doesn't stick to your hands.
Yeah, it's not very sticky. So, the coffee cake is the same as like the biscuits and everything. You just add a lot of cinnamon sugar and...
Yeah. Well,
We'll have that recipe online too.
yes, we'll have all these recipes. How's that doing with feeling
It's not very
smooth and
sticky.
elastic? Is it? Okay. Yeah, let's try.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah, that is really good.
So it's supposed
Okay.
to get a little stiff.
Well, just smooth.
Smooth.
Has it been 10 minutes?
No.
The more you knead it, the better the texture your bread is going to be. Oh, you got that perfect. Now see what happens?
Yay.
Goody. This reminds me of when you were a teenager. The only really good times we had together was in the kitchen.
That sounded bad.
I know it
but
did,
really,
didn't
we had lots of good times together.
We
She was
had-
just busy with 4 other children.
Yeah, we had a family of 7. So when it was time to do dishes, Jamie was in the kitchen every day at supper time. She didn't go anywhere till the dishes were done with me. But that's when we had good conversation, and she'd tell me what happened at school, and I miss those times. Okay, now you notice, can they see the bread with the camera? What you're doing, once it gets to this part, you see how, oh my gosh, that is just wonderful, Jane.
Good.
You just roll it out to the shape of the bread dough. And this, by the way, is the way they bake theirs. They didn't have the bread pans out when they plop that in the pan. And we have to let this
that looks
raise. Yeah, for 1 hour. So put it on top of your stove top.
Do you cover it with a towel?
Yes. And there's one hanging on the door over there.
What's the purpose of covering it with a towel?
Well, it keeps the top of the crust from drying out. Okay, this has been they've been sitting for 15 minutes. Now we need to put this in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes.
At 375? Okay.
Well, we don't have anything else that I know of unless you
Let's
took
just
it done.
tell them the recipes we'll have online.
Okay.
We will have, and these are old recipes, sourdough hotcakes, which are the pancakes,
Really yummy.
the coffee cake or muffins, and the difference with this one, of course, is the brown sugar and the cinnamon and the yummy sweet stuff.
It does make excellent blueberry muffins.
That's
Really good.
the sourdough feeding. This is your starter. So we'll have that online so you can get started. Okay, so this will be on the website again, www.jamiecarie.com, and just go to the Snow Angel page and you can watch this lovely video and try your own sourdough recipes.
And we really are successful.
Okay, we're back. We wanted to do a tasting, so we're gonna bring in my dad. This is my dad, Jim Carie, and he's gonna taste our yummy biscuits and
Biscuits first.
some of this. Is this the cinnamon bread?
This is the coffee cake.
Coffee
Yes.
cake. There's a little piece of coffee cake.
Really
Okay.
yummy, huh?
Well,
Just need some sausage and gravy with it.
don't eat that and then eat this. Eat this and then eat that.
He's already been tasting
He's a
the
sweet,
cinnamon
hungry
bread.
person.
This
This
is
thing
good,
is
Mom.
phenomenal.
Is it?
Try
Yeah.
the biscuit. So have fun with your family cooking with sourdough.
Terrific. Heel.
Yep.